This is crazy. I don't want to hurt you.
Here we go.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the strongest Avengers and X-Men.
Eric, you said yourself, we're the better men. This is the time to prove it.
Number 10, Avengers, Wonder Man. While he originally joined the team with the intention of helping destroy them from the inside, this hero has since become an asset to the group. After being bombarded with ionic radiation, he initially gained superhuman strength and stamina. Later on, however, his powers caused his body to change, giving him the ability to transform into pure ionic energy. When in this form, he gains a host of new abilities including flight, energy manipulation, and functional immortality, given that he's a being of pure energy. His time with the Avengers has had some rocky moments, but his abilities make him a valuable member of the team when he's on the roster. Number 10, X-Men, Storm.
They can't cure us. You want to know why? Because there's nothing to cure. Nothing's wrong with you. Or any of us, for that matter.
Not every character gets labeled a goddess when they're not exactly one. But Storm is an exception, as her control of the weather and atmosphere is godlike. Her abilities are handy in a fight, by throwing freezing hail or torrential rain at a baddie. But they can also battle droughts and other severe weather.
He has not yet felt the force of the elements! Hail! Fill the skies with rocks of ice!
Aurora Monroe's power is so big that there's said to be no upper limit to her potential. Unsurprisingly, she's deemed Omega level, yet if we remove her fancy-schmancy mutation, she's nothing, right? Nope, not at all.
Ancient sands, heed my command, and reclaim these relics of hatred!
Powerless Storm has shown herself able to defeat powered people, including the incredibly OP Tarn. Her strength has even attracted actual gods like Loki, who gave her the Asgardian hammer Stormcaster. Number 9, Avengers, Vision.
I'm not Ultron. I'm not Jarvis. I am.
This incredible android has a host of abilities packed into his red and green frame, easily putting him among the most versatile and potentially dangerous Avengers. Being an android, he possesses intelligence and analytical capabilities far beyond those of humans. But when a problem arises that intelligence can't solve, his ability to alter his molecular density makes him a force to be reckoned with in a fight. This unique power allows him to phase through solid matter or become an ultra-dense, immovable object at will. Just don't call him dense to his face, especially since he can also fire a powerful laser from his forehead.
You're unbearably naive.
Well, I was born yesterday.
Number 9, X-Men, Proteus.
A spectacular power. A teenager who can quite literally do anything he wishes. Not a comforting thought.
Imagine being so powerful that the raw energy you contained burned out your body, needing you to jump from one host to another as the same happened to them. That is how incredibly potent Proteus is. As the son of Moira McTaggart, Kevin McTaggart was an immediate threat to the combined X-Men.
Even with more time, Professor, what could we possibly accomplish? Proteus attacks with the speed of thought. Though a young man, he has the immature emotions of a child. I say we nail him.
His main ability is being able to manipulate reality. When using it, Proteus traumatized Wolverine after he was stretched and morphed while he could do nothing. To make it more impressive, metal is one of Proteus's weaknesses, and Wolverine is covered with it. In recent times, the Omega-level mutant has been using his powers for good as part of the Five's resurrection protocols on Krakoa.
I have helped many like you, Kevin. With time, you will learn to master your powers and this rage, but only if you learn to trust those who love you, mother and father.
Number 8, Avengers, Doctor Strange. Being the Sorcerer Supreme is a full-time job, so this spellcasting hero doesn't always have time to help the team out with whatever alien invasion or time-traveling despot they're dealing with this week. But when he can make some room in his schedule, his mastery of the mystic arts comes in pretty handy. In addition to his encyclopedic knowledge of all things mystical, his seemingly endless supply of spells and incantations for every occasion makes him a potential solution to any problem. Magic being what it is, there's a spell for almost anything as long as you break out the right dusty tome of ancient forbidden knowledge. Number 8. X-Men, Mr. M. From the more obscure box of Marvel's mutants, Mr. M, aka Absalom Mercator, is another who can treat existence as their playground. He's an Omega-level mutant who specializes in matter manipulation. As such, he's been known to do some pretty outrageous things. For starters, Mercator can create life with butterflies and other beings, and even speed up the growth of plants. He's also able to change people's biology. That can include taking away or augmenting their powers, healing them, or really messing them up by turning them inside out. Ew. Mercator also has the chance to be destructive. While it turned out to be a switcheroo, he can produce enough nuclear energy to level a town. Number 7. Avengers, Quasar. Don't let the fact that he used to have a mullet fool you. Underneath that fabulously dated do is a cosmic powerhouse who's helped the Avengers several times. Thanks to a pair of gauntlets known as the Quantum Bands, this former S.H.I.E.L.D. agent has access to a host of abilities including flight and the power to create energy constructs of almost any shape and function. He uses these bands in his role as Protector of the Universe, a mantle bestowed upon him by a cosmic deity known as Eon. Despite looking like a Lovecraftian tree stump, Eon's purpose is to safeguard life within the universe, and he created the Quantum Bands to do just that. Number 7. X-Men, Professor X.
And as frightening as it may be, that pain will make you stronger. If you allow yourself to feel it, embrace it, it will make you more powerful than you ever imagined.
As the founder of the X-Men, Charles Xavier isn't just an intelligent rich guy with several doctorates. Instead, he is one of the greatest telepaths to live. With the aid of Cerebro, in the early days, his powers were increased vastly, allowing him to connect with every being on Earth and sometimes into space.
Through Cerebro, I'm connected to them, and they to me. You see, Logan, we're not as alone as you think.
Yet away from the fetching helmet, Xavier is still a force to be reckoned with. When Magneto did something horrific to Wolverine, more on that later, Xavier shut down his mind.
You're sneaking around in here, Charles. Whatever are you looking for? I'm looking for hope.
While it did have horrible consequences with Onslaught's creation, it's still impressive. Xavier has also been known to manipulate the memories of several people with one event, such as the storyline Deadly Genesis. Number 6. Avengers, Hyperion. While not a denizen of the Marvel Universe originally, this hero has since made it his home and become one of its mightiest champions. The only survivor of a dying alien world, he was sent to Earth as an infant, he was adopted by a human father, and became his world's mightiest champion. But tragedy struck again when his entire reality was destroyed, forcing him to relocate to the Marvel Universe. With incredible strength, speed, endurance, nigh immortality, flight, and a variety of enhanced senses, he is a powerhouse in the truest sense. Just whatever you do, don't call him a Superman unless you want DC's lawyers at the door. Number 6. X-Men, Magneto.
We are the future. We are the ones who will inherit this Earth. And anyone who stands in our way will suffer the same fate as these men you see before you.
As the master of magnetism, Max Eisenhardt has been one of the X-Men's most powerful foes and allies. With the ability to manipulate magnetism, it offers this Omega-level mutant a range of powers, such as flight and generating force fields.
Tell Xavier I am stronger now. As I healed from our last encounter, I had time to prepare. Tell him those who oppose me are traitors to mutant kind. I will show him no mercy.
In one of his most destructive displays in the Fatal Attraction story, Magneto pulled the adamantium from Wolverine's skeleton. Before this, he released an EMP across the globe, destroying every electronic device. Later on, during the incursion, Magneto pumped himself with mutant growth hormone and siphoned Polaris's powers to push the other Earth away. While he wasn't successful, he did hold it for a time, which is a stunning display of power and heroism.
There's so much more to you than you know. Not just pain and anger. It's good, too, I felt it. When you can access all that, you'll possess a power no one can match. Not even me.
Number 5, Avengers, Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers. While she began her career as Ms. Marvel, Carol Danvers has a new title. Look at her. She's the captain now. After an accident involving the Kree hero Mar-Vell, Danvers was transformed into a Kree-human hybrid with access to numerous abilities, including flight, super strength, and extremely powerful photonic energy blasts she can emit from her hands, abilities she quickly put to use as an Avenger. Combine her powers with her take-no-prisoners attitude and extensive combat training, and you've got one of the mightiest Avengers out there. Number 5, X-Men, Iceman. Before Emma Frost took over his mind and pushed him towards his potential, Bobby Drake was coasting through the X-Men.
Last time I checked, I'd flunked out of this loony bin.
You didn't flunk. You chose to leave.
I chose to think for myself, instead of always playing the good soldier boy.
But now, he is one of their mightiest members. Deemed to be Omega level, Iceman can generate cold and ice and even manipulate water. Weirdly, this has even allowed him to create snowy clones and made him effectively immortal as he can replace his cells.
Maybe you should go back to school.
You never should have left.
When facing off against the Juggernaut, one of Iceman's incredible tricks was freezing the speed of light around him. When he was infected with the Death Seed, Iceman's powers got even more impressive. On top of turning himself into a giant and basically a god, he plunged the whole Earth into an ice age.
Impressive, Bobby. I didn't know you had it in you.
I'm not usually around this much water.
Number 4, Avengers, Sentry. Even if it might be hyperbole, you do not mess with someone who's said to have the power of 1,000 exploding suns. Another hero who bears a resemblance to a certain DC Comics icon, this Golden Guardian was actually active in the Marvel Universe for decades before being forced to erase all memory of his very existence from the world at large. After re-emerging to resume his life of heroism, he quickly proved to be one of the most powerful heroes out there, with strength, speed, flight, and the ability to manipulate light. Unfortunately, his mental instability held his effectiveness back from what it once was, but he remains one of the most powerful heroes in the Marvel Universe. Number 4, X-Men, Hope Summers. We imagine that when Cerebro of ye olden days registered a new mutant, it bleeped gently. But when Hope Summers came into being, it wrecked the device, causing massive amounts of pain to Xavier. That is how powerful she is. As the first mutant born after M-Day, after the Scarlet Witch obliterated the mutant population, Hope was always going to be special. And boy, is she. Classed Omega level, Hope is able to manipulate the powers of those around her as well as mimic them without having to touch them like Rogue. When taking on the Juggernaut in his Kurth form in Fear itself, Hope used the power of 5 mutants to fight him and succeed in her part of the plan. Number 3, Avengers, Scarlet Witch. While her MCU counterpart may be a telekinetic with some psychic abilities thrown in, the comics version of this longtime Avenger is substantially more powerful. In the comics, Wanda's abilities allow her to alter probability, which, when used correctly, can reshape reality itself. This allows her to potentially remake the world as she sees it, a power that can get pretty terrifying when you consider her sometimes severe mental instability. On one occasion, a mental break resulted in Wanda altering the entire world so that mutants were the dominant species, a pickle the Avengers had to undo themselves. Thankfully, she has her good days as well as bad.
If you do this, they will never stop being afraid of you.
I can't control their fear, only my own.
Number 3, X-Men, Legion.
Why? Why am I so important?
Because we're at war, and we're losing. And you may be the most powerful mutant alive.
If the X-Men creatives wanted to create a new universe, David Haller is seemingly their go-to character. After all, Legion played a part in bringing together the Age of Apocalypse, the Age of X-Men, and the Age of X. While he is Xavier's son, Legion vastly outpowers his pops. He has an Omega-level ability of power manifestation. Essentially, their personalities inside Legion's head.
David? Nope. Sorry. David isn't here right now. He had to go someplace quiet. We're in charge now.
When in control, he calls upon them when required, giving him a smorgasbord of attributes to choose from. According to some characters, Legion has thousands trapped in his head, and more are created constantly.
I'm you.
your rational mind. You're having a breakdown, a stress response. Your power is kicking in to save you. It created me. You did.
And you're British?
With this overpowered ability, he has been able to defeat super strong foes, including the Elder Gods. Number 2, Avengers, Hulk.
Dr. Banner. Now might be a really good time for you to get angry.
That's my secret, Cap. I'm always angry.
The ability to fire bolts of cosmic energy or reshape reality itself is all well and good, but sometimes the best asset in a fight is being really big, really mad, and really good at smashing. This founding member of the Avengers embodies all of these things, making him one of the team's go-to powerhouses, especially given that the upper levels of his strength have yet to be determined. He may not be the most versatile or subtle member of the team, but when it comes to hitting the bad guys so hard they wind up in the next solar system, he is the best there is.
I am a god, you dull creature, and I will not be bullied by that.
Puny god.
Number 2, X-Men, the Marquis of Death. One of the most powerful mutants of all time did not originate in an X-Men comic, but a Fantastic Four one. On Earth 807128, Clyde Wincham Jr. destroyed villains who attacked him with his godlike reality warping powers. He then went on a siege across the multiverse, destroying the Earths along the way and controlling cosmic entities. The Marquis eventually took 616 Dr. Doom under his wing. Yet when he later saw Doom wasn't running the world, the Marquis fought him and lost. Doom was then beloved by all and married Sue Storm. However, it was an illusion. The Marquis managed to trick one of the most powerful sorcerers. Yikes. It took the aid of another universe's Clyde to defeat the Marquis as no one else could. Number 1, Avengers, Thor. And when a colossal green rage monster doesn't cut it, just go for broke and throw your resident god at the bad guy. The Norse god of thunder has been a member of the Avengers since the team's very first mission, when his villainous brother Loki made the Hulk go on a rampage. Thankfully, Odinson was able to help out, and he's been a stalwart member of the team ever since. Thanks to his Asgardian lineage and enchanted hammer Mjolnir, he possesses incredible strength and endurance, as well as the ability to summon storms and hurl lightning bolts at his foes. In the most literal sense, he's a real force of nature. Number 1, X-Men, Jean Grey.
You have more power than you can imagine, Jean. The question is, will you control that power? Or let it control you?
Also known as Marvel Girl, she is the epitome of potential. In the early days of X-Men, she was treated like an afterthought, but as time went on, Jean morphed into a crazy powerful mutant, becoming Omega level with her telepathy and telekinesis. Jean needed mental blocks during her development so she wasn't overwhelmed by her own power.
No, it's not just the mind reading or the telekinesis, it's something else. Some dark power inside, and it's growing, like a fire.
When we add the Phoenix into the mix, Jean becomes even more powerful. While it was later retconned that she was in a cocoon and was copied by the cosmic entity, at the time, Dark Phoenix Jean consumed a sun, destroying a planet with billions upon it. But even more impressive, no matter how many times you think you've slain Jean, she always comes back.
The mortal Jean Grey is no more. I am fire made flesh, power incarnate. I am the Dark Phoenix!
Do you agree with our picks? Which Avengers and X-Men are you most excited to see in Avengers Doomsday? Let us know in the comments.